God creates and approaches each one of us in a unique and different way. Knowing the story of each sister's calling will help us to realize, appreciate, and further to strengthen our faith and belief that we are all called by God as a family to share our charism and missions.
I am Maria Antonette David Garcia. I am from Philippines and from the province of Bacolor, Pampanga. My current mission is in the Formation House in Quezon City, Philippines. When I felt the call, I was 28 years old and I was teaching in the secondary school in one of the school in the province in Pampanga. Now I am not doing anything as a mission and apostolate because I am physically challenged. But I feel happy with my vocation journey as I approach my 25th year of my Silver Jubilee. I would like to share with you also my joy as I approach my 25th anniversary of my religious profession. I am happy that I am recovering little by little. I could do more things, my personal things like washing my own clothes and bathing and going to the CR by myself. So that made me happy. And one of my joys is that the sisters are very attentive to my needs, especially when I need the water for me to drink in my room. They would fill my bottle, and when I am in the dining room, they give me the food that I eat, and they serve to me, and some other things that facilitate me in my life. One of my joys also is I could be with Jesus in the chapel for prayer. I spend more time with Him, and I could read good books, and I could read some important informations in the internet, which before I do not have more time because of my busy schedule in the apostolate. To stay with the sisters in the recreation, I could watch TV calmly, and I could be with the sisters, which before I failed to do because at the end of the day, after supper, I am already exhausted. So I go to rest, and in the morning, I see the sisters again in the chapel, and the whole day again, very busy because of my work in the retreat house. But now, I could have more time being with the sisters in the recreation and in some other activities. share with you my challenges in religious life. In my life as a Claretian sister, it was a challenge in my vocation. I could remember in the year July 2015, while we are having the provincial chapter, I had stroke, and half of my body, my left side, was affected that I lost my mobility. I lost my psychomotor. I could not move my left hand, and I could hardly walk with my left foot. And that made me sad, and I had depression for 5 years. I could not move on. I could not accept that I had this sickness, because before I was so active in the apostolate, and I really liked to work. And when I lost my mobility, I was paralyzed. I could not hold brooms, I could not clean, I could not cook, and I could not go for shopping. That made me feel depressed and very, very sad. When there are movements in the community, like cleaning, cooking, and others, etc., when I could not help, it makes me more sad. So, but I realize in prayer that it's not only in doing that God is calling me, but God is calling me in my being. That is to have a good attitude and to spend more time in prayer, because before sometimes I skip prayer. And so this sickness of mine is an opportune time that God is calling me to have an intimate relationship with Him in prayer. And so now I am privileged and I am called to pray more, which I like very much. I spend more time in the chapel, praying for the congregation, praying for the world, praying for all our communities, and each of the sisters in the congregation. For me, the gift of consecration is a gift from the church and in the world. Our presence are signs of hope. Hope for those people who are helpless and are distressed in life. We accompany them in our prayers. We accompany them in the possibility that we have. And what would I contribute to my young sisters in the congregation that would serve as an inspiration to them? For me, now that I am physically challenged, my witnessing in prayer and most other things, the patience that I am carrying because of my sickness, serves as an inspiration for them. And also, I would like to tell our young sisters that they should love community, because the community is the place where they will be happy, and if they love the community and support the community, in turn they will also be supported and loved by the community. So I would I would like to tell you, my dear young sisters, to love and support the community so that the community will love and support you also. That would make you more happy in your religious life.